Hey Earth signs, Brandy here with your April 1st through the 14th general reading for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So while I was shuffling all the cards and the decks and setting intentions, I just kept feeling like you're seeking understanding. Like you're ready to just take off and get creative. Like you're starting to understand, and I think a lot of it has to do with the current times that we're in, as well as everything that's kind of taken place collectively, especially with the astrological events and planetary alignments, etc., over the last 6 months, that there's a higher purpose, and I feel like you're seeking that truth, that clarity, defining that, what's next, reevaluating things in your life. But I just excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. I think that's your energy for sure. Just wanting to seek understanding and clarity, I think, for yourself, for the people in your environment, whatever the situation is. I just kept feeling understanding. When I was shuffling the oracle decks to set my intentions and tap into the energy, I got relationships, and that saying surrounding yourself with individuals who serve a higher purpose. I also got the Tower card that flew out in the pre-shuffle. Like it's almost like you're anticipating this sudden change of events that's going and coming to light in your environment, and whatever that is for you, it's almost like you're planning, you're strategizing, you're preparing. You know that something has to shift or change, and it's in part probably due to your understanding that there's a higher purpose for all of us here in this lifetime, and you want to seek that out. You want to understand more about what that is, but maybe you're not quite sure how to go about it, or you're not quite sure how to change whatever this situation is that you know has to shift with that Tower. So let's see what we got here. I'm using my Witches Tarot deck, which I love this deck. So Earth signs, what do we have for our Earth signs, please, Spirit, Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides? What messages do we have for our Earth signs for the April 1st through 14th, 2020, please, Spirit? What messages do we have for our Earth signs, please, Spirit? But yeah, it's almost like you're silently contemplating. It's like you're bracing yourself, is what I feel like, for something that you know has to shift. Something has to shift, and you know it, and you're planning, you're strategizing, you're getting ready for this shift. You're keeping it to yourself. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, what messages do we have for our Earth signs, please, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for the first half of April 2020, please, Spirit? What messages do we have for our Earth signs, please, Spirit? All right, let's see what we have here. Three of Wands. What did I say? Waiting. You're waiting. You're waiting for something. It's like I said, it's like you're bracing yourself, wanting to seek understanding, or having recently come to an understanding as to your path that you should be on in life, and some changes that need to be made. And you're really contemplating when and how to make those moves, strategizing. Universe, Holy Spirit, guides, what other messages do we have for our Earth signs, please? Okay, we've got the Six of Swords here, ready to move things on to calmer waters. You're waiting. You see, again, you're waiting because you know something has to shift. And that Tower card came out in the pre-shuffle, and things need to be calmer, and you've got the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knight of Wands, it can be impulsive, passionate, blast full speed ahead with their ideas, and not really think about the consequences. In a relationship context, the Knight of Wands can be, a player type energy, non-committal. So I'm feeling like moving on to calmer waters from that sort of impulsive, not really thinking things through type energy, just kind of living in the moment out of ego, out of materialism, out of greed. I feel like that's what you know needs to change. I'm definitely getting that. That's what needs to change. And we've got fire and air on the table. You might be dealing with a fire or air sign here. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, what other messages do we have for our earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please. Two of Swords, needing to make a decision, not really sure what decision to make, but knowing a decision needs to be made. Further clarifying the messages that I've been getting. This is in your life in general. Ace of Cups, needing to make a choice about a new beginning that's going to emotionally fulfill you. Understanding that there is a higher purpose here and wanting to move on to that. Six of Pentacles, restoring balance and reciprocity to a situation or an environment. I'm feeling it's an environment. I am definitely not going to be surprised if the Devil card pops out. Feeling like something in your environment just is toxic, because I feel you very restricted, and you're really doing a lot of reflecting during these times. And Six of Pentacles, I'm also being told finances may be a play in all of this as well. Maybe having been careless with your finances in the past, maybe not making all of the right moves because we're operating, you or the people in your environment may have been living from a place of greed, of materialism, thinking that the cash flow would never end. And something happened, and it may very well just be what's going on globally that in some way, shape, or form has impacted you personally, that has forced you into this reflection and put you at a crossroads about, when I come out of this, what choices am I going to make? What really emotionally fulfills me, that's going to bring more balance into my life and allow me to move on to calmer waters. And you're kind of waiting. It's like you're waiting for the tower. It's like you're waiting. You're anticipating that tower to fall. I keep getting drawn back to that Tower card that flew out in the pre-shuffle. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guys, please give me more. Why is the Three of Wands here? Please, Spirit, why is the Three of Wands here? Why is the Three of Wands here? Yeah, knowing something has to change, because see, the two wands are behind him. That's what you know. That's where you've been, and then holding on to the one wand, looking out into the future, waiting for the opportunity to step off that cliff, and waiting for those ships to come in to embark on a new journey that is going to fulfill you emotionally and bring more balance, because you know a change needs to be made. That's why what you know is behind you, because you know things will never be the same. And that is also very reflective of what we're going through collectively in the whole entire world. So, Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, why is the Three of Wands here? Please, Spirit. The Eight of Cups, needing to walk away. Yep, what did I say? You have to leave what you've always known behind because it doesn't serve your highest good anymore. Having to walk away to what emotionally fulfills you. You're going to walk away and go get that ninth cup, which is emotional fulfillment, which is look at all I have accomplished. You have accomplished so much in your life, but something is still missing, because living impulsively and from a place of greed and ego has left you drained. I'm feeling a toxic environment, whether this is at work or at home or in a relationship. This is your environment, okay? And you've got to walk away and go get that ninth cup. But a choice has to be made, and I think you're trying to decide how to do it as you continue to wait for this tower to fall. It's like you know the other shoe's going to drop. The other shoe's going to drop. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, why is the Six of Swords here, please? Why is the Six of Swords here, please, Spirit? Here we go. The Two of Pentacles. What did I say? Something's got to be dropped. You got two twos here. Twos are all about choices. This is the Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. We're in the exact same spots for the water signs reading. You may very well be dealing with a water sign as well, because those two cards are on two different decks, are in the exact same position. Something's got to give to move this on to calmer waters. The water sign reading also had the Six of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters, something has to be dropped. The juggling can't continue, the juggling of finances, the impulsive spending and purchasing, and the impulsive lifestyle. This could also be in a relationship, juggling more than one person, living from a player mindset, being non-committal, which has created an imbalance, and it's almost like karma. I almost feel like, and take it how it resonates, but I almost feel like you earth signs who this applies to, or someone in your energy, okay, it doesn't have to be you, but for sake of the reading, I'll say you apply it to who it fits, but it's like someone in your energy has been slapped with karma lately, and it's forced them, you or them, into this reflective mindset. And here it is. Here's the reflective mindset, the Seven of Pentacles, looking at where you have invested all of your time and energy, being very impulsive with your finances, and now you're forced to reflect on that investment. It's created an imbalance. It's forced you to juggle, and now balance has to be restored. So maybe you've been putting your time and energy into people or things impulsively, knowing it wasn't for your highest good, but you were doing it from a place of ego, knowing that it made you feel good because you have your own emotional issues. You or this person has their own emotional issues that have to be dealt with. Instead of dealing with them, you were seeking other forms of comfort, and something has happened that has pushed you into this mindset of I need a better understanding of my purpose. What I've always known is not serve me anymore. This is not what I want coming out of this. And I feel when I say coming out of this, I'm really speaking to what's going on a global level with the coronavirus, COVID-19, etc., and being forced essentially by the universe to pause and reflect. The people who have not done their work, who have not done their self-reflection, are really being forced into this mode of evaluation and karma hitting them in the face and saying, hey, you got to deal with this. We've been giving you signs, we've been giving you opportunities, we've been giving you chances. You haven't walked away, you haven't taken that leap of faith. Here's your opportunity. Here's your opportunity. And I feel like earth signs, you're feeling that. You or someone in your energy is feeling that very, very, very heavily. Very heavily. But there's definitely an understanding that we need to walk away and go get that ninth cup here. That's going to bring happiness and balance. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guide, why is the Two of Swords here? Please clarify the Two of Swords, please, Spirit. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, why is the Two of Swords here? Yeah, I'm just feeling like a burden almost. And here's the Eight of Wands and the Three of Swords. Needing to make a decision quickly regarding disappointment, possibly betrayal. This could be from you, this could be from another person. But needing to make a decision and needing to make it quickly, like you know it's coming, like you know that tower is going to fall, and it's going to fall quickly because there's a lot of disappointment, there's a lot of heartbreak. I feel like this tower falling is also just going to exacerbate the heartbreak and disappointment, but it's already there. But this tower falling will allow healing to start. It'll allow healing to take place to help move you on to get this ninth cup here and start bringing you into some emotional balance and stability, and offer you a new beginning that's going to be more balanced, kind of like a reset with your finances, emotionally. Let's see if we can get more about that. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guys, why is the Ace of Cups here, please? Tell me more about the Ace of Cups, please. Yeah, it's like you're going to make a decision and you're going to communicate it almost impulsively. But currently you're seeking understanding. But once you make a decision, you're going to move. The Eight of Wands is all about rapid movement and travel and communication. Why is the Ace of Cups here, please, Spirit? Tell me more about the Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. The Strength card. This is going to take a lot of inner strength. And you know you have it. And I feel like with seeking that understanding and where you are in a mental space right now, you're building that strength up to walk away, to make this decision quickly, because you know that tower needs to fall. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles, please. Why is the Six of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles, please, Spirit. And again, this can be in a career. This can be in a relationship. Relationship can be lovers. It can be family. It can be friends. It can be coworkers. Take it how it resonates. But something needs to be changed because there's a lot of juggling going on and feeling strong financial ties, as well as possibly even some emotional manipulation and abandonment that has created a great imbalance. Time and energy has not been put where it should have been. There was a very non-committal energy when it came to finances and a lifestyle that I'm definitely feeling has come to bite a group of you guys or people in your energy in the butt. Because again, I'm just feeling this pensiveness, this contemplation, this I'm ready for a change. I can't keep doing this. Like you've come to an understanding that everything that's going wrong in your life is karma. It's what you have created through your thoughts, actions, and behaviors. So let's see. Ooh, we are not taking all of those. All right, I'm told to take this one. The Knight of Cups. Yep, there you go. There's a new offer. That's going to bring emotional fulfillment. It's going to bring balance. It's a new opportunity to like start over. Definitely feeling that there. Yep, and then here's the Devil, the shadow side. There's a toxic situation going on. It's definitely tied in with this Knight of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. Looking back and reflecting where all of your time and energy and investment was going, and it wasn't into what you thought would make you happy. It was into that exact opposite, actually. It was just feeding this toxic behavior that left you feeling stuck and bound, whether that's to a job or a career or to in a marriage or a relationship or a partnership, and you know it's time for a change. You know it's time for a change. Something has happened this week that has or in the recent past or currently that has made you reevaluate, and you're ready to heal things. You're ready to take decisive action. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Come here. You're ready to take action and turn this Three of Swords upside down to start healing. Because I feel like with this Eight of Wands here with the Two of Swords, I just feel like this has been going on for a long while. And with that Tower card again in the pre-shuffle, it's time for something to change. It's time for something to change quickly. I'm feeling you just being emotionally and mentally drained from this and really stressed out. Because again, here's the Seven of Cups. Confusion, chaos, uncertainty, feeling stuck and bound. Ten of Swords, very, very, very painful. Very painful. With the Six of Cups, what did I say about a home situation or a family situation? Thinking back on the past, what was good in the past? Where did we go wrong? Where did this go wrong? Where did this go wrong? Just really thinking back and looking. You may be even thinking about another person from the past that brings you great happiness that you're not even in communication with, if this is a relationship situation or a career that you had in the past that brought you great happiness, that, you know, in a mindset of greed and materialism, you may have abandoned this. And how do you get that back? Because now you understand what's really important. Now you understand what's really important, and this is what you're craving. Seven of Wands, standing your ground with this. When you decide to when you make a choice and you take swift action to deal with this disappointment and heartbreak, you're going to be forced to really stand your ground. Really stand your ground. And that's going to take a lot of strength. But you're aware, because you're doing a lot of contemplating and reflecting, that that's going to lead to your overall happiness. And that in order to get to the light, we have to go through the dark. And that dark right now is this Devil card. This toxic environment, which I had alluded to earlier, is leaving you feeling confused and not sure of what your options are, not quite sure how to break away and break free. And so that's where this strength is coming in. I won't be surprised if we see the Hermit card or the Four of Swords here, because I'm feeling that energy. But I also felt it strongly from this Three of Wands, waiting, and I'm feeling silently waiting, because you know it's time to walk away and go get that ninth cup. All right, let's get another deck here. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, please tell me more about this situation. Please tell me more about this situation. What advice do you have for our earth signs? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, please, Spirit. What advice do you have for our earth signs, please, Spirit? What advice do you have for our earth signs, please, Spirit? Yeah, you've already got your mind made up. It's just a matter of when. You're doing a lot of reflecting. What advice does Spirit have for you? Something happened. I almost feel like someone may have lost their job. There may have been a loss of income or resources. But I'm feeling like this isn't the first time. I feel like this has happened in the past. However, just bouncing back, but not changing behaviors. Continuing that Knight of Wands behavior, that in and out impulse, rush in, don't think before you act. Well, now you're forced to think. Now you're like, okay, shit's got to change. Shit's got to change. We have gone through this too many times. Thinking back on everywhere you put your time, energy, and investment and going, okay, shit's got to change. The tower's got to fall. We have got to rebuild this. It is not on a solid foundation. So, yeah, wow. I mean, this is a really clear-cut reading, Earth signs. Very, very clear-cut. And it's like you're waiting to make your move. But you're holding on to that positive energy of the future. And, you know, like I said, anticipating, waiting, knowing that it's coming. It's just a matter of when, listening to your intuition and trusting kind of when to rapidly make that communication and pull the trigger. But listening to your intuition is going to be a huge part of it. Okay, we have the King of Pentacles and the Six of Cups again. There's that Six of Cups, nostalgia, the past. Something from the past is pulling on you, Earth signs. Something from the past, a memory, a person, a career, that you know was going to bring you stability and abundance. And I feel like by not behaving in your highest good or in this situation, I feel like it's a dynamic within a family or a partnership or a relationship, by you guys not managing things in a very efficient long-term way and operating out of a place of I need this satisfaction right now, this moment, versus investing for the long term. That has left you you may have rejected this stable, grounded, abundant opportunity from the past, whether that's a career, whether that's with another person, whether that's with family members, whether that's with your children. And that's on your minds. And this is the advice here, is to really reflect on this. Think about that stability and that abundance that you want. You know, the King of Pentacles manages his kingdom very well from a very grounded place. I mean, King of Pentacles, this is earth energy. This is you guys. And stepping into that power and into that energy and really taking control and, you know, using whatever it is you're reflecting on in the past, whether that's family, past love, a past relationship, something that made you very happy, your childhood. I just got childhood, and really facing that stuff. And that may even tie into the Devil card as well. In this deck, it's called the shadow side. Really thinking back on the past, really thinking back to your childhood, really going in and digging deep and addressing those childhood wounds that maybe led you to seek instant gratification. These two cards together is just screaming instant gratification. And that has left you in a not very good place, but you're seeking a new start with balance for sure. So Earth signs, there's not a whole lot to go on here, but let's see what there's not a whole lot more to say because it's very clear cut, which, you know, you guys being earth signs, you know, you guys are very clean cut, very stable. This is hard for earth signs. Okay. Earth signs are grounded. Okay. They like a routine. They like things stable. They like things consistent. They like to know what's coming. When they're working hard and placing their investments, they want to know what the outcome is. So this leap of faith that you're kind of waiting to take may take you a little longer than, say, a water sign or a fire sign who has no problem jumping in. But you know it's time to move on. You know it's time to move on. Universe, Holy Spirit, and guides, what other advice do we have for our earth signs, please? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, for the first 2 weeks of April 2020. What other advice do we have for our earth signs, please, Spirit? Yeah. You've come into this understanding that there's a higher purpose, there's a higher power. You're ready to make a choice and get out of the confusion and not feel stuck and bound, whether that's to your childhood, another person, both. Clinging on tightly to money. Like I said, I feel financial issues here. Absolutely feel like, and I don't feel like financial issues are the only issue. I feel like whatever has happened recently that has possibly led to some financial issues was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Okay. And you're just like, all right, shit's got to change. Shit has got to change. So, and this too with the Four of Pentacles is, you know, hold on tightly to what you do have. Don't be frugal with it. Don't go back to that Knight of Wands mentality and be frivolous. It's not the time for that. Continue to reflect on what keeps you grounded. And here's the Death card. Death, rebirth, and transformation. You want to transform this completely. I'm feeling like you may be dealing with a water sign. This is not all that different from a water signs reading. So, you know, earth and water may very well be mixed in here, but there's air and fire as well. So take it how it resonates. What's a potential outcome? What's the potential outcome based on this situation, please, Spirit? What's the potential outcome in the next, in the first 2 weeks of April 2020 for our Earth signs, please, Spirit? What's the potential outcome? Yeah, you're transforming this. You're taking the bull by the horn. I just feel like a sense of taking control. Like this shit's got to change. This shit's got to change. I'm sorry for my swearing, but I swear, and that's what I'm getting. So that's what I'm communicating. All right. What's the potential outcome the first 2 weeks of April 2020, please, Spirit? Okay, we have 1. Let's get a couple more, please, Spirit. A couple more cards for a potential outcome for the first 2 weeks of April 2020 for our Earth signs, please. Sorry, that was my dog. If you could hear that, he was snoring after he was barking. Okay, here we go. Temperance. Healing. What did I say? You want to take this 3 of Swords? You want to take this 3 of Swords and turn it upside down and start healing. Let those swords fall out of the broken heart, out of the disappointment. Bring some balance to the situation and slowly rebuild yourself. Slowly start over. Slowly work towards reestablishing your abundance, your stability. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. What are we working towards exactly? Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Yeah, but there's with the major arcana on the table here, this is you're definitely very sure of yourself. This is a very pivotal moment in your life. You're very serious about not repeating the past, especially with the 6 of Cups twice. You're very serious about not repeating the past. You know something has to shift with the 2 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. And there we go. There's the Page of Cups. We got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Cups. Something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling as well as stable. But you're also going to listen to your intuition. You may need to communicate to someone as well. I feel like this is really going back to whatever this situation is in the past and kind of being like, hey, can we make amends with this? I fucked up. I fucked up. I was in and out. I was in and out. I wasn't investing where I needed to invest, and it went on too long, and the universe has slapped me in the face with karma, and here I am. I've seen the light. This is about spirituality, divinity, tradition, the truth. Here's that financial lack being left out in the cold. Something happened in the recent past, or is currently happening, or is going to happen in these 2 weeks. But you're going to take that and you're going to continue to communicate what you need to communicate to have that new offer. We got the 6 of Swords again. Move on to calmer waters after confusion. And here's the 9 of Cups. Oh, I'm sorry, the 10 of Cups. We had the 9 of Cups. Now we've got the 10 followed by the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so here's the outcome. You're going to make a choice and you're going to go get your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles, and move on to calmer waters. That's beautiful. And Earth signs, I feel it. Like you are just like seeking understanding right now. And I really feel that with this Hierophant card and the Temperance card, like the divine's talking to you. The divine is talking to you. I feel like you didn't listen to your higher self or your intuition in the past. And you really were operating, you or whoever in your energy, again, take it how it applies, were just really living from a place of ego and materialism, and it was toxic. It was toxic. And I feel like it left you lack. It left you lack. Something has happened this week where I feel like it's a repeating of events. I'm feeling like a hamster wheel, because we're living from a place of impulse, from greed, from I have to have it now. I don't care what the consequences are. But now you've been slapped in the face with the consequences so many times, you're like, nope, done. Gotta change, gotta change. So, Earth signs, this is great. It's beautiful. Obviously, this real life stuff is never easy, but you're definitely processing it. You are ready to move on. You know it won't be easy, but you're ready to do it. Okay, and here we go. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Again, keep going back to the Six of Cups. There's something from the past that I feel like you left behind, that you left behind in a state of greed and ego and impulsivity, that karma has now kicked you in the ass, because whatever that was, whatever that sweet nostalgia and those thoughts and the reflection on your childhood, in addition to being forced to work on your shadow side and maybe some childhood woundings, I feel like you left something behind from the past and you went in a different direction and it wasn't your divine path. But now you're here and you're ready to embark on the right path, because you have been slapped in the face with something, some sort of karma. And I feel like it's in your environment, and it's like you've been made aware. Like the universe is just hard at work trying to grab your attention. And whatever it is that happened recently or is happening currently, it has woken you up. And here's the courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. There you go. There you go, Earth signs. That's pretty cut and dry. Oh, and here we go. One more. Bottom of the deck, forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Whatever it is that you've got to leave behind that's in your environment and you need to go back and readdress from the past, is going to take a level of forgiveness. And I believe it's going to take a level of forgiveness from whoever or whatever it is you're going back to in the past as well. Like you need to go back and right a wrong is really what I'm feeling here. And you're going to do that. You're absolutely going to do that, I feel. Obviously not all of you, but I feel like most of you who are really truly doing the work and reflecting and going within are going to do that and really take this time of the forced reflection from the universe that we're all facing to change things. Because what I'm hearing is, my gosh, if we ever end up in this situation again, this is not where I want to be next time. So you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure if this type of a situation ever happens again, you're in a much different place and situation and environment. I'm hearing environment than ever before. And you're going to surround yourself with people and relationships that serve your highest good. You're getting rid of this shit. Okay? You're going to clear the chaos. You're going to make a choice. You're going to move on to calmer waters. The decision's going to be made. You're going to communicate it quickly, and the disappointment and heartache is going to start healing with that Temperance card as well. We're going to start healing. This is going to get turned upside down. You're ready, Earth signs. You're ready. So with that, that was a very cut and dry reading. I hope that was very helpful. I hope it was insightful. I hope it resonated. I'm proud of you if this applies. It's not easy to face this stuff in our lives when we're hit with it, but it's also the universe granting us another opportunity to make it right. And for those of you Earth signs that this applies to, that's what you're doing. And that is awesome. And you will definitely be rewarded by the universe. When we do the work and get through these tough times and learn the lessons, the universe does reward us. So keep that faith and stay strong. And let me know if this resonates. Take care, Earth signs. Best of luck. Bye-bye.